Here's a good product to use for your patches. This is called Fast Set Light, and it says 40 on it. You see that? There's a 4 there, 40. They have that in 20 and maybe 10 or 15, stuff like that. That gives you the amount of setting time it's going to take. Now this is called quickset. It's fast drying, non-shrinking. Okay, and that's what you want for patches, because if I use regular all-purpose joint compound or taping topping material, you know, the wet stuff, I could only put one coat on today, and I'd have to let it dry all the way, because that stuff you have to let it dry all the way and cure, because it shrinks as it dries. This stuff here does not do that. That's why I like to use this for patches. And I don't like to get the stuff that sets off too quick. I want a little bit of time to put it on and do a good job, and then I'll have to wait a few minutes for it to dry enough to put the next coat on. Okay, so I go on the medium happy road side of things and get, you know, not the stuff that takes too long and not the stuff that goes off too quick. Okay, so this is a dry compound, and I had to buy a bag this big. I'm not going to need very much for this job, because I'm just going to put that over the tape a couple times, you know, the webbing tape, and that's it. I never use this to finish off my job and float out everything. You never want to do that. This is undercoating material only. If you use it for the finish, you can only get it so smooth. Even though you think it's really super smooth, the paint is going to take differently than everywhere else. Okay, so just use this for an underlayment. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to mix this up. Now, of course, you don't have to get Westpak materials. There's there's a few different brands, so just look at your local hardware store and see what they have. The good thing about this type of material, even though I'm only going to use a little bit of it, I'll just save the rest in the bag and use it for my next patch, my next patch, and my next patch. This will last many, many patches. And so, you know, if you have to pay a few dollars for it, doesn't really cost that much anyways. Consider it an investment. I like to mix this up. You putting some plastic down or craft paper down cracks me up. I've seen some guys, they try to do this at the kitchen sink or something, thinking they're going to be careful. And this stuff has a tendency to go all over the place. Okay, so I'm only going to mix up as much as I think I can put on in one go. And because this is a different material than I normally use, I'm going to start off with just a little bit in here. Now I've got a little bottle here with some water in it, and that way I can control how much I pour in. I'm just going to mix it up. Got a 3-inch knife here. You just don't want to put too much water in here, you know, at any one go. Once you get it mixed a little bit to a good consistency, you know, back and forth like that. If you need a touch more, you can. And obviously, if you get too much water in there, I mean, you can always pour some more quickset material in there, right? Flip this around and go the other way if you want. Okay, that's the consistency you want. So it sticks on your knife like that. Okay? Let's go put that up, shall we? All right. I'll show you how to mix this up one more time. So I got just a little cut out right there. I didn't open up the entire bag. This way it makes it easier to store later on. And I'm going to mix up just about the same amount that I did before. I don't want to get carried away because you saw all the stuff that I threw away. Okay. See why now you don't want to mix this up at the kitchen sink? It squirts out and stuff. Plus you need a place, a staging area for your overage and when you're cleaning up this. Okay, so always kind of have a little plan ready as to where you're going to work and stuff. Get your plastic set up right. You want to traipse this in on the carpet, you know, if you get anything on your feet or whatever. That's the key. When you get done with your whole job, you don't want anyone to even know you were ever there. Oh yeah, I see Joe came in here. He's got mud over here and there's some on the wall over here and the floor looks a mess because he got it on his feet, traipsed it out through over to the bathroom. And he didn't look at it and clean it up later. You know, just be aware of things. That's about all the amount I want to work with at one go. Now, if you get better, you can obviously mix up more than that for your next round, okay? You be the judge with that.